And welcome to another edition of Visit Las Cruces Live, the Real New Mexico podcast. I'm your host, Ed Carnathan. Welcome. We're going to talk about all kinds of great things that are going on here in the city of Las Cruces. We'll have weekly guests, behind the scenes of Las Cruces upcoming events, ideas on fun things to do, tourism and travel insight, and a whole lot more. You can listen to our podcast on most podcast apps. You can also listen at visitlascruces.com. We've got a great event that's coming up right around the corner, and we have our good friend Steve Taylor with us. He's the president of the Spaceport America Cup. Steve, thanks for joining us today.
Well, great to be here. Thanks, Ed.
Now, the Spaceport America Cup has been going on since 2017, a great event, bigger and bigger each year. It's gotten awards. We'll talk about that here in just a bit, but give us just an oversized synopsis of what the Spaceport America Cup is all about.
Okay, well, the Spaceport America Cup is actually the prize. The event is at the intercollegiate rocket engineering competition, but Spaceport Cup sounds so much better. So
it's just a cool name, yeah.
Yeah, we can call it Cup from now on, whatever you like. But
Stanley Cup, Spaceport Cup, it's all good.
That's exactly right. It's, as I said, an intercollegiate rocket engineering competition, and we have teams from all over the world that compete in this. Just to give you a little background on the event, as you said, we've been doing it in Las Cruces, or actually out at the spaceport since 2017. But the event has actually got 10 years of event experience before that in Utah, and we moved it. Yeah, we moved it to the Spaceport Cup, again, because of the size and because, honestly, the facilities both at the Spaceport and at Las Cruces was perfect for us. The size of the event itself is growing every year. We initially we invite 157 teams from around the world to participate. And just to give you a little bit of numbers up front here,
sure.
In the event itself, we have over 6,000 students that are involved in the event, and they're involved in the fabrication and the engineering of their rockets. Of that, there are 86 domestic teams, which represent 35 different states in the United States. And we have 66 international teams.
Oh, wow.
It represents 6 continents. So our reach is wide. The fact that we're bringing them all to Las Cruces into your facilities is actually an important part for us, because we utilize the Las Cruces Convention Center. We take the whole thing over. Right. In fact, we're bursting at the seams right now with that. We go out to the Spaceport America and then to launch the rockets, and then we come back and we go to the Pan Am Center at NMSU.
There we go. We got it.
Yeah.
We got your back, Steve.
To do the actual award ceremony. So The whole event is live streamed. We have participation from, like I said, in Las Cruces, there'll be actually over 2,000 students and about a 250 member volunteer team that actually will be in Las Cruces.
Oh yeah, well you definitely need volunteers to make an event go, right? You get a large event, you got to have a lot of volunteers to help you out.
We're a 501c3. Actually, the name of it's not the Cup. We're the Experimental Sounding Rocket Association, and for short, we call ourselves ESRA.
There we go.
Yeah, we're an all volunteer based group, and this competition is a very complex competition that we're involved all throughout the year, both planning, but also more importantly, working with the colleges and the universities from around the world to make sure that they bring a rocket to competition that's ready to fly. Yeah. Safety is a primary concern of ours.
Sure, so, no doubt. You're working with some volatile ingredients while you guys are putting those rockets together out there.
95% of our students are undergraduate students, but we also have graduate students and PhD students, and these are all engineering students. So they're learning how to build stuff. This is actually giving them the opportunity to build stuff and to fly stuff. So it's, you're dealing with a somewhat inexperienced group because they have a lot of book smarts, and getting him to fly something safely takes a fair amount of experience. So
Oh, sure.
that's what the volunteer base does.
There you
Helps
go.
with maturing their thought process and taking a look at their work.
Who have been some of the colleges that have taken home the championship over the last several years?
So last year, we've had Brigham Young University. We've had McGill out of Canada. We've had Michigan as one. Actually, I don't have the list in front of me. I think my memory would be better, but those are the ones that are on the top of my mind right now.
And you guys have a side competition going on as well with this event, right? It's called the Chili Cup, and it's for all of our regional universities.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun thing that's done regionally. I mean, you have the advantage in that, you've got this world-class event in your backyard, and having the local universities take advantage of it for a little competition is really fun. So it's New Mexico State, it's the Tech and UTEP.
Yeah,
actually,
Texas Tech and UTEP. Yeah.
Yeah, UTEP. So it's all between those universities. They have a little side. It's kind of like a side bet, right? Of who's going to be the best in this area, kind of a thing.
Is the rivalry as heated as it is during football and basketball season?
It's fun. So it's funny that you say that. I haven't really noticed that much, because these are a different set of. This is an academic exercise, So it's not quite as heated, although I understand we're going to have a mascot at the award ceremony this year from one of the schools. So
great.
I think we're building up to the point where it becomes a little bit more of a heated competition.
So no tailgating out in the parking lot before the competition starts then.
No. Remember, this is rocket science. Safety is our primary concern.
Steve Taylor, our guest, and again, we're talking about the Spaceport America Cup. It's the world's largest intercollegiate rocket engineering conference and competition. Steve, why did you guys choose Las Cruces when you moved it from Utah?
The reason that we did it really was from a facility standpoint. The world-class facility you all have in your backyard is just perfectly suited for this competition. So we partnered with Spaceport America, and we're helping drive actually their mission, some of their mission statements. So, they're very STEM focused, as we are. This is what we do. And so it seemed to be a natural synergy. And they just had they have a world-class facility in which we can hold this competition at. And I think all in all, between Las Cruces, which is, it's a college town, which is perfect for I say a college town. That's from when I see it, 3 or 4 times a year that I travel there, but it's perfectly suited for this competition, the excitement that goes around it. So it's Spaceport because of their facility. It's Las Cruces because of your facilities, as well as the fact that you're experienced with college students.
Sure, absolutely. We definitely are a college town. New Mexico State has been here for a long, long time, one of the original colleges in the state of New Mexico. Wonderful. And it's great now with this competition, I think. We've always been known as an agricultural school. But now with the rocket competition, we can slowly build our way up to a really strong engineering school as well.
You have a space grant consortium that's run out of NMSU. And, again, part of that emphasis around that is building STEM. And, I was with that group, and I'll tell you, they think of themselves, and maybe it's because of where they are, but they want to be seen as well as I do, want the New Mexico and the state to be seen as the spot to bring aerospace engineering.
Absolutely.
And you already have it. It's a matter of making sure that we publish and that we
got to get the word out.
Yeah, right. We got to get the word out, because you've got great facilities and you've got great programs there in New Mexico.
Are there any new schools that are coming to the competition this year?
Every year we have fun, because even in rocketry, there's a whole cutting teeth process where you need to have new schools that come in that will cut their teeth till they become competitive. So when we accept these teams, we look to make sure that we're including enough of these mature new teams So that, not necessarily in New Mexico, but from all around the world. And you'd be surprised. We have the top-notch universities from around the world participating. But we like to get the next set of rocket aerospace engineers involved. So we're constantly exposing those new teams to the experienced teams that are already participating.
Now, where can people find more information? I'm sure you guys have a website. And you know what else? We didn't give the date. We haven't even talked about the date yet. So give everybody the date, and then give them the information they need to go online, purchase their tickets, all that great stuff.
Okay, so the event is from June 17th through the 22nd. And just to describe the event a little bit, the 17th is really when the teams show up at the Las Cruces Convention Center. That's not a public access day, but they get themselves situated. We do a review of their rockets. They set up poster sessions. And then the following day, the 18th, is when we open up to the public. And each one of these universities will have a display in the convention center with their rocket and poster sessions behind it, information about the rocket.
Right.
The teams are there to talk to people, and that's a really good interaction spot. And then we go out to the vertical launch area out at the spaceport Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we're launching rockets out there, and people are welcome to come out and watch this. It's a unique experience if you haven't seen a high-powered rocket fly.
Yeah.
I mean, these things fly. We have two categories, 10,000 feet and 30,000 feet. And if you think of it, 30,000 feet is about where your average airliner flies,
Sure.
So that's how high in the sky these things go. And it's a competition, so it's controlled, and we're monitoring that altitude. And I guess I will just say this, and it's one of those things that I really encourage parents to bring their children to.
Sure.
Because this is how I got bit by the rocket bug. I was bit when I grew up during the first race to the moon, and got involved with it and got involved launching rockets at that time based on that. Well, we've got another competition getting ready to go to the moon and then to Mars. So I think it's the right time to bring this younger generation in, to have them get up to speed on what is a potential career opportunity for them, and to be excited by the STEM curriculum.
Again, our guest, Steve Taylor, Spaceport America Cup. He's the president. And again, the website, spaceportamericacup.com. You can go on there, get the information. They have the schedule on there. Check out all the information about the event. Steve, we really appreciate you coming on with us.
Well, I really enjoyed having this discussion. I'm obviously passionate about the event and what impact we can have on, the workforce of tomorrow. So, and like I said, Las Cruces is an important component of that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, Steve, we got one last question before we let you go. And it's a question we ask all of our participants that jump on the Visit Las Cruces Live, the Real New Mexico podcast. And the question is, when you talk to somebody who isn't from Las Cruces or has never been here, what do you tell them is your favorite thing about the Las Cruces area?
Well, I think my vision of this is a couple of things. One is for the event itself, there couldn't be a nicer host to have this event at. People are just genuinely phenomenal people. Everybody's working hard to help with the event. So people first, and I think people make they're the people that make a place. So people first, and then in terms of Las Cruces, I really enjoy the authentic cuisine from the area. So between Las Cruces and that surrounding area, I have eaten some. I'm from Texas. I enjoy the food and the atmosphere, the people. Those are the elements that I would highlight to anybody that wants to come to Las Cruces. Steve
Taylor, our guest, again, the president of the Spaceport America Cup. Steve, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, Ed, I really enjoyed it, and hope to see you on June 18th.
June 18th through the 22nd. It's going to happen right here in Las Cruces, the Spaceport America Cup, the world's largest intercollegiate rocket engineering conference and competition. Well, thanks for joining us once again here on the Visit Las Cruces Live, the Real New Mexico podcast. I'm Ed Carnathan. We'll catch you next time right here on Visit Las Cruces Live.